Okay, finishing up. Crap! I'm a bad leader, I knew it! But why does this orientation of an E decide that? Back in 2006, an official study came out of Northwestern University. Adam Jelinski, a social psychologist, and Maurice Schwitzzer, an operations info manager, got together and they decided, hey, we need a quick and a more formal test to test what kind of leader you are. Because somehow the traditional indicators were not enough. Then our beloved E-test was born. So what is the E-test? And how do you do it? Well, of course, as I said, the E-test is to test out what kind of leader you are in only 15 seconds. And all the tools you really need for it is, number one, you need a pointer finger. If you don't have a pointer finger, probably use a pinky. It probably doesn't matter what finger you use. You're going to need a partner, or if you're in a solo like I did in the intro, you're going to need a mirror. And of course, you're going to need only 15, 30 seconds, depending on the person. So using your dominant hand, snap 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then ask your partner with that dominant finger, go ahead and draw an E. Now it's time to turn your power levels. And, oh yeah, and your perspective on people, or whatever. So if your partner drew an E like this, you're A-okay. Do not worry. They are other-oriented. They will see things from your perspective. If you bring them an issue, they will look and get your advice on it first, and then they'll take theirs, and then make a decision. However, if they drew an E like this, run. Run fast. The reason you want to run fast and not work for that person ideally, at least according to the study, is because that person's very self-oriented. They drew the E so they could read it. That E, too, is usually associated with people who are very powerful. People who think very high on themselves and maybe have a big ego behind them. How much y'all want to bet, though, Steve Jobs drew his E like this? How much you want to bet? Place them in the comments. Now let's talk about the traditional method I did mention in the very beginning of the video. The traditional method is very straightforward. Listen for the pronouns they use. If you're talking to them and they go, oh, me, I, myself, anything that's like personal pronouns in all contexts, no matter what, if it's especially group projects, you might not want to work for that person because, like we said, if they draw their E's like this, they're self-oriented, which me, I, myself, and all that is a self-oriented way of talking. Now, of course, if the person says, like, us, we did it, this team, their E's are like this. They're very other-oriented. They'll get your advice, they'll get the whole team's perspective, and then they'll make your decision. Those are usually the really, really good leaders people stick around for. So while this E method is a fun party trick to bust out the family function every now and then, just be like, oh, what's your leadership type? Draw an E, because everyone's going to get a laugh out of it. You're going to get a little perspective of what they are like. But do not treat it like the end-all be-all. Don't see someone draw their E like this and be like, wow, they're the best. I need to stick with them. Sometimes the nicest leaders are the biggest pushovers and nothing gets done. So maybe it's okay sometimes to work for the people who draw their E's a little untraditionally. Now, if you did enjoy this video, tap the one here somewhere on this screen. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. But it'll teach you how to actually be a good leader in your field. And please don't forget, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell notification. I plan to start posting videos at least once or twice a week, all about business, all about little tactics that aren't really too talked about on the business side of YouTube. But other than that, have a good day.